Hi, my name is Mike Soden with Gladius Training USA. I'm here in Italy in cooperation with Close Protection Team to bring law enforcement training from the United States to Italy. I came up with the concept a few years back of integrating law enforcement training internationally and decided to start in a country of my heritage, which is Italy. I met David and Marco here a few years back, and we've talked over the years in regards to training and bringing a concept I have of a greater tactical training to the country of Italy. The concept I like to use is integrating law enforcement internationally. Today, what is Italy's problem in a few hours can be the United States problem, and vice versa. Plane flight from New York to Rome is about 6.5 hours. Someone can cause a terrorism event in Italy and be in the United States in 6.5 hours, and vice versa. Information sharing is at the click of a button. So the world's problems are literally the world's problems. They can go from one country to the next. There should be a greater cooperation in law enforcement, and I think there's the only way to start it is from the ground up, with the officers of each respective agencies getting together and pushing for greater cooperation. We're out here at the ATF range. We're going to run a few exercises. We do a target identification exercise. The target identification exercise is very unique. It gives the operator a chance to view a threat target and has him blindly go into an area with multiple targets, and he's got to target discriminate to find out who his threat is. The targets are very lifelike. They're real pictures of people. They're not the typical cardboard cutouts, so he has to think. He engages them from different angles, different depths. It's as real life as you can get. In order to participate in this training, it's a very physically demanding training course. You should be in shape. You should be proficient with your weapons, your long gun and your pistol. Your weapon should be zeroed in at least 50 meters. The important thing is that you come to the training and you improve yourself. Every day we want to improve. Every day we push ourselves because we don't know when that fight is going to come, and we want to be fully prepared. Being out here in Italy, I've noticed, especially in the city of Rome, a large amount of bus activity. Bus activity is a prime terrorist target. I like to do a lot of concentration on the linear assaults. Again, linear assault is a tubular event. It's on a bus. We do a lot of work on the linear assaults due to the fact that, again, in Italy there's a large amount of bus with the tourists. Preparing officers to deal with that, to significantly increase the effect of mitigating an incident safely and not resulting in any casualties. In my opinion, the mental aspect of training is 90%, 10% is the physical aspect. You've got to be mentally prepared. We use a lot of mental preparation in our coursework, mental imagery, mental rehearsal. You should know exactly what you're going to do before you even decide to do it, because you should practice it in your mind several times over. Mental preparation is extremely important. We operate a concept called Boyd's cycle, which is the OODA loop. Commonly referred to as the OODA loop. It's observe, orient, decide, and act. The human brain goes through a cycle. You observe the situation, you orient yourself to it, you make a decision, and then you act upon it. Most times people get stuck in the decision phase because as the event is going on, your brain is racking through all its memories about how to closely associate your action portion of this, at which time you're going to hesitate in your decision. If you've mentally rehearsed it or you've conducted training and those memories are programmed into your brain will automatically switch on to the decision, and you'll be able to decide what is the appropriate course of action with little hesitation and act upon it. The world has evolved, the criminal element has evolved, terrorism has evolved. It's a global fight. You have to ask yourself this question: if not me, then who is going to bring the fight to the bad guys? I'm here to come and train as many people as I can, and I welcome everyone to come and take my classes.